Hello, friends. On this glorious day in drink history, we are talking Japanese spirits, most specifically Nikka, which you might think is going to be a conversation about whiskey. And typically you'd be correct, but ladies and gentlemen, Nikka has expanded its range of spirits into the world of vodka and gin. And boy, have they created something special with these new offerings that showcase both Nikka's mastery of blending and unique Japanese flavors. Delicious. Let's do this. This episode of the Educational Drinking Show is sponsored by Junipero Gin, which is the original American craft gin going back to 1996 and the pioneering work of Fritz Maytag, which also makes it the gin of San Francisco. At 98.6 proof, it's a bit stronger than most gins and perfect in your favorite gin cocktail. Good stuff. And now it is my great pleasure to share with you my interview with Emiko Kaji from Nikka Whisky. Okay, so very exciting times for Nikka right now.
Yes.
Because you have expanded on the Coffey range of spirits.
Yes.
And before we get to the new products, what does the word coffee mean to Nikka?
So Coffey is the name of the particular continuous still. So it is very traditional continuous column still invented by the inventor EDS Coffey. So Coffey is named after its inventor's name, Mr. Coffey.
Okay.
Mr. Coffey developed this still.
And it's a very large still, yes?
Yes, and consists of 2 clams, but still very old traditional. And there are many less remaining stills in the world. But we Nikka still use the old coffee still because it can retain more flavors than other modern clam stills.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the coffee range had the coffee grain and the coffee malt whiskeys, but
Yes.
you're adding 2 new expressions.
Yes, we are going to launch coffee gin and coffee vodka.
Where did this come from? Where is this idea from?
I think that many people may think that Nikka is going to launch gin and vodka because Nikka has no whiskey to sell. But we came up with the idea more than 3 years ago, just after the launch of coffee malt in Europe. So there is an internal meeting called the Nikka Seeds Proposal. So this is a the method to develop new products using the Nikka seeds.
Okay.
So our blenders annually make many samples and propose to the marketing team to look into the possibility to launch their samples. So in 2014, our Nikka cheese blender, Mr. Sakuma, came up with the idea to make a gin using a coffee distillate and make the first sample of the gin.
Awesome.
That's how we started. Then official project started 1 year ago. So we developed many type of samples and finally achieved the ideal taste of gin and vodka. That's why we are so excited to launch them. Yeah.
What I thought was cool is when I think of Nikka, I think of blending.
Yeah.
And the vodka, as simple as vodka is, there's still an element of blending because you're using separate corn and barley distillates, yes?
Yeah. So Nikka coffee vodka and Nikka coffee vodka is made from corn and malt, and the corn and malt are distilled in a separate way.
Yeah.
And our blenders blend many different batches to create just one formula. So this is quite similar to how they blend whiskeys.
Okay, that's really cool. And then with the gin, you're doing all of the distillates separately?
Yes, basically we use the same distillate from the corn and the vodka, as the corn and the malt, as we do with the coffee vodka. And using the coffee distillate made from corn, we steep 11 botanicals and redistilled.
Okay, perfect. And you're using some very unique fruits in this gin.
Yes, among the 11 botanicals, we use 4 Japanese citruses and apple juice, and also one very special spice called sansho pepper. So we are using the 6 Japanese botanicals.
Is the apple a tribute to the start of Nikka?
Yes, because we have the strong Nikka. Apple is a very important fruit in our company because we started apple juice and apple wine to keep the business rolling while the whiskey is matured in casks. Yeah.
And then I wasn't familiar with the Japanese fruits in this. Are they common in Japan?
Yes, because I think yuzu is already popular. among
Yuzu
the
certainly, yes.
American
Yuzu is big
bartenders,
here. Yeah.
But we have a lot of more Japanese citruses. So among them, after the many trials, we chose 3 more Japanese citruses like Amanatsu, Kabosu, and the Sequoia, which is a special citrus from Okinawa Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a specific vision for how you see people using this in cocktails, whether it's martinis or other cocktails?
I think because of the base spirits, which is very rich in texture, I highly recommend the gimlet for the gin.
Okay.
And vodka
That makes
martini
sense.
or Bloody Mary for vodka.
Okay. Have these been launched anywhere in the world?
We just launched in Japan at the end of the June,
Okay.
and they are coming into the US and the European market in September.
Are people having fun in Japan with them?
Yes, many top creating bartenders are enjoying and making cocktail with the gin and vodka.
And we're talking about coffee and the coffee range. How's coffee malt doing, which is a malted barley whiskey on the coffee still?
Yeah. So coffee, it sounds like a single malt because it is made from malt, but technically it is classified into the grain whiskey, and it's a very unique product because only Nikka can produce because we have coffee still, and we have technique and expertise for blending, and we have some creative ideas. That's why it is what we try to embody.
Yes.
All what we have.
Yes.
And last week we went to London to attend the International Spirit Challenge Award dinner, and Coffee Malt awarded best green whiskey.
Oh, nice.
Yes, on the night.
It's a very good time for Nikka because you have the pure malt, which is the classic. You got the single malts, Yoichi and Miyagikyo, but now the coffee range is just so. It feels like I can't imagine it just whiskey anymore. Like with the gin and the vodka, it's this whole new thing.
Yes. So being awarded at top best green whiskey at ISC will be a great start to launch gin and vodka using the same coffee still.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And are you excited to be back here in New Orleans for Tales?
Yes. So because last year we introduced the coffee malt here.
Yeah.
But now we have 2 more expressions to expand our portfolio, and we can deliver more experiences
Absolutely.
to the American bartenders.
How many times at Tales?
For me, it's 4th time.
4th time?
Yeah.
And you enjoy yourself?
Yes.
It's pretty crazy.
Crazy.
Pretty
But
crazy.
I think the only I never experienced such a unique event in the world in other markets.
It's a lot of bartenders.
A lot of bartenders, and because normally tasting events take place within one large ballroom and banquet room, but it is kind of the tasting events everywhere in the town, so it's quite unique.
And are many Japanese bartenders here this year?
I never met Japanese bartender yet, but I think
they're around.
Yeah, they're around. Yeah,
They're around.
Yeah, and I already met some European bartenders here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see everybody.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
Yes.
The great touchstone of cocktail culture.
Yes. Good place to communicate with each other and exchange information and inspired by what other suppliers doing. So.
Indeed.
It's good place to introduce our product and also get inspired by other people. Yeah.
I couldn't think of a better way to wrap it up. Congratulations on the launch of Coffey Vodka and Nikka Coffey Gin. Very excited, very proud to be able to work with you on these and excited to share them with the world.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We did it. That was easy. See, you crushed it.
I think I made a mistake because I said we use 6 just made botanicals, but actually No, 4.
4 and 1.
4 and apple and.
Or maybe it's 6.
6.
It's 6 because yuzu, the 4 weird
4
ones, and then the
apple
pepper.
and pepper. 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Okay.
It's so cool. It really is really tasty.
Yes. Because the base splits.
Yeah.
Because many gin producers only focus on the botanicals.
Yeah.
They never talk about base splits.
Yeah.
But our product is more about the base splits.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like you don't hear that very much with gin. It is all about the botanicals.
Botanicals and.
How did you get this idea to focus on the base spirits?
Because we already knew that the potential of the coffee.
Oh.
Because after the success of the coffee gin and coffee grain and the coffee malt.
Yeah.
So while we are testing the many samples, our main focus was how we could retain the richness from the coffee distillate. So
That's a really cool way
yeah,
to
because
do it.
if we put too many botanicals, the base split will be overpowered by the two unique ingredients. But very important thing is how to balance between the base splits and the unique, distinctive botanicals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And balance is something you're good at.
Yes, because always balance is very important factor for all our products, including whiskey and gin and vodka.
Yeah.